let's talk about how to measure your opportunity size in organic search in 2025. So last week, we spoke about how most people are going to get SEO goal setting wrong at the start of the year, and how every year so many of us fall into one of two traps. Either measuring absolutely everything, so you're taking every metric across every channel, so for example, you're going to GA4 and looking at every single metric they give you. But the problem is that makes you a bit blinded by data and unable to make data-led strategic decisions. Or you fall into the other camp, which is in a bid to keep things simple, you simply do not measure enough. You're measuring either too high up the funnel or most likely too far down the funnel. And if you do so, you're not getting that instant feedback loop. You start to lose momentum, and most people will stop before they even get started if they're not measuring enough. So to combat that, we introduced two key concepts. Concept number one, which was asking ourselves the question, what are we trying to achieve? Now, ultimately, we're trying to achieve sales. But to achieve sales, we're going to need leads. But to get leads, we're going to need traffic. We're going to need people coming to our website. But to get traffic, we're going to need impressions. We're going to need visibility. But to get those impressions, to get the traffic, we're going to need rankings. We're going to need our core keywords and our supporting keywords to rank well on Google and other platforms, whether that be Bing or even on social channels, in order to drive the impressions, to drive the traffic, to get the leads, and ultimately to drive sales. And then we introduce concept number two, which is ultimately we're not going to get all of that at once. These things take time. So we need a way of measuring the things that are going to support the ultimate end goal. And we call these lead and lag measures. So lead measures, these are measures of activities that drive or influence the end goal. And then we have lag measures, and these are the outcomes or results that ultimately we're trying to achieve. So if we think for sales, we're trying to generate revenue or we're trying to acquire new clients. And then we start to break them out. So we can see all of our lead measures on the left-hand side with a top tip of our measurement by source, i.e. if we're going to measure core keyword rankings, how are we going to do that? We're going to use a platform, for example, Ahrefs. How are we going to measure impressions? We're probably going to use Google Search Console. And then ultimately, how are we going to measure sales? We're probably going to use some kind of CRM system. But how do you know what goals to set? So we talk about this quite a lot with our clients, and ultimately you have to understand two things. We have to understand what is the total opportunity size for the keywords that we're going after. So we call these core keywords, and really we're looking at core keywords in a specific location for a lot of our clients, but some of our clients, they're not too fussed about location. So for example, we might be looking at how many people are searching for the keyword tire shop Los Angeles. And then we need to understand the current situation. What is our current market share when it comes to search? So ultimately, of our core keywords, how many clicks are we getting in a specific location? So for example, how many clicks did we get for the keyword tire shop Los Angeles over a specific period of time? And I'll caveat that you're going to need some kind of keyword research tool for this. We use Ahrefs internally at 1225, but if you needed to, you could use a free platform like Google Keyword Planner. So you need to start off by defining your core keywords. So if you don't already have your core keywords, you're going to need to define these. And we think about core keywords here at 1225 as keywords that if you rank position 1 for, they would be transformational for your business. So if in the case of our client here, we're thinking if they rank for tire shop Los Angeles, tire repair Los Angeles, tire fitter Los Angeles, plus then the ones without the location qualifier, they're going to be pretty transformational for their business. And what you can do in something like Ahrefs is you can also say, give me the keyword volumes only for that specific region. So what we'll do then is we'll put them all into a list, and we'll get our total monthly search volume for each of the keywords, and then a total for all of the keywords. Then we need to know, well, how many clicks are we getting for those core keywords? And Google Search Console is going to be your friend here. So if you don't already have Google Search Console set up, you're going to need to get it set up. And if you need some help getting it set up, just drop me a message on LinkedIn and we'll take a look at getting that set up for you. And then once you're in Google Search Console, you need to apply a specific filter, which is a filter for a specific query, i.e. tire shop Los Angeles. And then Google Search Console is going to give you two metrics, but the metric we care about is, well, how many clicks have you gotten? Now, typically what we like to do is we like to look over a 3-month time period to take out a bit of seasonality and then find the medium average of those 3 months. So, for example, we can see here, tire shop Los Angeles over those 3 months has had 192 clicks. So we'd find the average over those 3 months, and that is going to be any given month we're getting this amount of clicks. And that allows us to calculate our search market share. So, for example, if there are 15,000 monthly searches for our core keywords in Los Angeles, and we're getting a total number of site clicks per month of 850, then our search market share is 6%. So you can see here the maths that we're running is pretty simple, but it really allows us to be tunnel vision on the keywords that are going to be really business transformational for us. And then what you do is you simply pick a goal. Now, what we want to do here is we want to think about something that is stretched, but attainable, but most importantly, with the resources that you have. So if you're someone like me, you are probably a bit over-ambitious with what can be achieved within 12 months. But also you probably forget to look at, well, what resources are available to me? How much do I have to spend either doing SEO myself or outsourcing that? And then let's say you're outsourcing that, the person you're outsourcing it to is probably going to want a separate budget for the things like link building. Depending on what resource you can put to something is going to massively influence how big your goal can be. But let's say we've assessed everything and we've set a stretch target. You could simply go for something like, we want to double market share in a specific region over the next 12 months. And that is it. Hopefully you found this video useful, but if you do have any questions or want to chat further, just drop me a message and we can chat from there. We'll see you in the next video.